Hey everybody, this is John from Tank Pump Studios again. Welcome to the Colorful Materials video series, video number 2. This is a follow-up to the previous Colorful Materials video, where I showed you some simple ways to make small pixel graphics that turned into textures that made pretty and interesting colorful materials for Unity. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the other gradients that I've found and how I made them. In the previous video, we went to the Piskel app, which it's here. And in the previous video, we selected different colors, painted them in here. However, I found another website called UI Gradients, and it's got a lot of pretty beautiful gradients in it that you can cycle through and look at. And this is mostly for user interfaces, so these are going to be a little more subtle than what you might want to make for a game. It just depends. But I found this website, and I wanted to grab these two colors to make gradients out of those. So the Piskel app can't do that. It's got a color picker, but it only works on this page. It doesn't work off the page. However, Pixelmator, which is one of my favorite graphic editing programs, it does work. And if you guys know other programs that you use where you can grab colors from outside the app, which I'm sure there are plenty, then leave a little comment down below so that we can all learn from your experience too. And in Pixelmator, it's pretty easy. You just click on that and then go grab these colors. Now I already did it for this gradient, but let's go to the next one and see which we like. That one's not bad. That one looks cool. Let's do that one. So here I just grab this color picker and click on that little thing and paint it right there. Grab this color, click on that thing and paint it right there. Then I export in Pixelmator. What you do is export here from the file menu, then you go to Ping and hit Next. And you give it a name. Now I've made quite a few of these, so I've given it a simple naming convention, P for pixel art and V for vertical, because this is 2x1 or 1x2 and not 2x1. And then I give it the colors. Well, I'm going to call this by the name of the gradient, so Mellow. I also figured out a trick, at least on Mac OS, EV Mellow. There it is. Where I can duplicate this and change the name to PH Mellow. And then I can open it in Preview, which double-clicking on it opens it up. Now you can't see it here at all. If I zoom in, you can. But I can just hit this once. I don't have to zoom in. Just hit Rotate once and hit Save. Now I've got a vertical and a horizontal. It's pretty easy to do that for all these textures. So let's go back to Unity, and I've actually come up with what I call the showroom generator, which will show us all these different pixel textures that I've made. And I've made quite a few in the last even half hour. So I'm going to import them and I'll show you how I do that. I have a pixel gradients folder here. I'm actually going to wipe out all the ones that I've got here so I don't get any duplicates. Delete those, and I've been saving these to my desktop, which I'm not suggesting for anybody else, but it's working out for now. And I'm going to grab everything that's called PH to PV and drag that here into the pixel gradients. Now, wherever you drag these, if you were to create a cube, and then if you were to drag one of these on top of it, it'll make a material in this folder, in a subfolder. Right now it's just got one material in there, but if I grab this one and drag this here, it automatically makes a material in here to represent that. Now we don't need that material, and we don't need this cube. But I wanted to tell you that because probably at some point you'll end up using that function and you'll end up with a materials folder right there. Okay, now in my showroom generator I've got an array. So if I hit the lock key and I grab all of these with the shift key and then drag them onto this pixel textures label, it adds them all. And then if I hit go, it's going to show me my showroom. It looks like I actually deleted the texture from the floor when I deleted all those others. So let's see if this looks good. Yeah, that looks good. I'm actually going to then drag this into another folder so that I don't delete it as part of this process and make the one that represents the floor. It created a materials folder right there. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, so I'm going to hit go, and you'll see what my showroom generator looks like. It shows me the name, and then if I hit forward or back, I can cycle through them. Mellow. What we've got here is three shapes. We've got spheres at the top. They're all rotating. It's kind of subtle with the spheres, the rotation. But then we've got a cube at the bottom, and both of those are bilinear textured. But then the cube in the middle is point textured to show you what the actual pixel pattern looks like. So I'll just cycle through these. That's the one we just made. It's pretty nice. That one's a 4 colors. I like Telegram. Now that's just a small sample of the kind of things you can do with this. There are obviously tons more. And also, you saw that only one of those had more than like 2 colors, had 4 colors. There might have been another with 3. It looks like this one has 3. Still, most of them have 2. But in the next video, I'll show you what happens when you start doing 3 and 4 colors, and even going in 2 dimensions with these little pixel graphics. So thank you again for coming and hanging out on my channel with me. As always, comment with your questions and ideas, like if you liked it, and subscribe if you want more videos like this.